How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Carrison here with another episode of Supernatural, as well on episode number 2 of season 4, as we start off in fantastic fashion with the last episode. I think it was probably my favorite premiere of the 4 seasons we've had so far. It was great to have Dean come back, and we wasted no time whatsoever. Even though it was inevitable, it was all about, okay, how is he going to return and all that. As we also had the emergence of Castiel, who seems to be going to be a pretty important figure with this season. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to go down. Because, yeah, we also have demons who are currently bricking it at the minute, and they're gonna be bricking it even further with Sam and his new abilities. That's going to cause room for concern on Dean's part, surely, especially with that alliance with Ruby. So yeah, I'm excited to see where things are going to go with this season, because it was a pretty fantastic start. So with that said, let's get into this episode of Supernatural. This is episode 2 of season 4. Let's go.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, shit! Great!
The God out there that actually gives a crap about me personally, I'm sorry, but I'm not buying it.
Dean.
Why not? Because why me?
Dean, come
if there
on.
is a God out there, why would he give a crap about me? Dean. I mean, I've saved some people, okay? I figured that made up for the stealing and the
You're important,
chicks.
Dean, Winchester.
I'm just fine. What do we know about angels?
Not everyone gets that chance to be brought back and
Start reading.
You gonna give me some pie?
of course.
Not much. I've never met one, and I don't really wanna.
Otherwise, she may as well throw the white flag.
The hell out of me.
Huh, holy hell.
Watch yourself, Sam.
I'm scared of angels.
She's also bricking it about the fact that Dean is back, because Dean not a fan of Ruby. He forgot the pie.
Dude?
Yep.
Where's the pie?
Oh, for crying out loud. You had one job, Sam.
You think?
Well, if Olivia saw the ghosts, I guess these hunters are ghosting Bobby. I'm sorry. Henriksen! Oh my god!
Hi, Sam. It's been a while.
Oh,
Hi, guys. It's been a
Henriksen!
while. So I don't have left half a dozen innocent people in that police station to die in your place.
Oh, come on. No, 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 no.
Did this to me. It was your
Don't.
fault she was
No.
after you and I paid the
No.
price.
No.
You left us there to die!
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? It looked like a Coca-Cola ad. D.
Damn it, Bobby.
What in the shining did you do, Bobby?
Are you?
You don't recognize me?
Shit,
What
Meg!
I looked like before that demon cut off my hair and dressed me like a slut.
Oh, shit.
This is Dean.
Oh, it's kind of sad as well, given the actress recently died.
Oh, we thought.
No, you didn't think.
There we go, there's
I
that
kept
blame.
waiting, praying. I was trapped in there, screaming at you. Just help me, please. You're supposed to help people, Dean. Why didn't you help me?
This is also going to be playing on Dean's
I'm sorry.
belief that he shouldn't have been saved. Oh.
Meg.
No, I don't.
Damn right.
Oh.
Do you have any idea?
There's that mark
what it's
again.
like to be ridden for months by pure evil?
Wow.
While your family has no idea what happened to you.
Shit.
We did the best we could.
That did to her? She killed herself! Because of you, Dean! Because all you were thinking about was your family, your revenge, and your demons. 50 words of Latin a little sooner and I'd still be alive. My baby sister would still be alive.
This is all on you. Guilt
That
trip.
part is on you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Nice.
You can't shoot me with bullets.
Not shooting you.
Oh. Oh. No, that will,
Iron.
So they're all people we know?
Nice.
Not just
Nice,
know,
Steve.
we could.
Completely coated in salt. 100% ghost proof.
Holy shit.
You built a panic room?
I know we
Impressive.
went off.
Hey. Impressive.
You're awesome.
Hell yeah. Bobby Singer. Badass.
Oh.
Dean, shut up.
A sign of what?
The apocalypse.
End times. Yeah. Good boy. Well, that's always delightful to know, isn't it?
We're supposed to help me!
You had to be.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Don't talk.
I mean, yeah, they might have the faces of yeah. You can't reason with them.
Cutlery drawer. It's got a false bottom. Hemlock, opium, wormwood. Opium?
Let's discuss that later. Go away.
You walked right by us.
Go back to The Shining.
While that monster.
What you're doing with that demon Ruby? How many innocent
Oh,
bodies
shit.
has Ruby burned through for kicks?
Oh.
How many
Oh.
girls just like me?
And you don't send her back to hell? You're a monster.
Oh shit.
Lilith filleted Nancy's skin off piece by piece.
The hell they
Right in
went
front of
through.
us.
Holy
Made us
fuck.
watch Nancy never stop screaming. No.
And this is all true,
That was
isn't
the
it?
last.
Shit. Oh no 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 no.
Tell me how it's fair. You could say
Come on. Come on, 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 Dean! Nice, nice. One of the examples why you needed to be brought back, Dean.
Excellent job with the witnesses.
You were hip to all this?
I was made aware.
Well, thanks a lot for the angelic assistance. You know, I almost got my heart ripped out of my chest.
Let me guess, cannot intervene.
But you didn't.
I thought
Where did he
angels
really
were
go?
supposed to be
But you
glorious.
didn't!
Monsters roaming the earth, the freaking apocalypse. At what point does he lift a damn finger and help the poor bastards that are stuck down here?
The Lord
You say in
works.
mysterious ways, so help me, I will kick your ass.
Oh my god. You really silenced him there.
You think of the seals as locks on a door.
Okay, last one opens hand.
Bye-bye, Earth. That's all, folks.
Lucifer walks free.
Who? I hate to tell you this, but there is a certain Tom Ellis in LA.
Well, the Lucifers.
You should show me some respect.
Fuck.
I dragged you out of hell. I can throw you back in.
Oh, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy shit.
God and angels.
No, not really.
So I guess it means that you believe in the devil.
Why are you asking me all this?
Someone's starting to believe. No reason. No reason why I might be asking you about the devil. Yeah. Just watched this show called Lucifer and, you know, thought it might ring a bell. I don't know. Look, I know it's not going to be Tom Ellis, obviously. But I don't know. Every time, you know, someone brings up Lucifer, I'm just imagining Tom Ellis's face for some reason. Even though, obviously, it's not going to be that. Like, Tom Ellis says Lucifer didn't even exist at you know, what was it, 2009? But you just can't help it. Just like how some people cannot imagine, like, some people just automatically think David Tennant when the Doctor is brought up. Because it's that indistinguishable thing. So, yeah. So, yeah. In before people at me. No, but damn, Castiel really threw no, like, he didn't hold back on his punches there when, he told Dean, hey, poke her up, because, if you're gonna talk shit, I can send you back to hell, buddy. Don't think your ego is going to topple me. So, but, I mean, I can see Dean's point in regards to, certain doubts, especially with God, especially now that this apocalypse is coming. Why are you, like, there are, I mean, in the real world, there are people who will say, why is God sitting back whilst this happens to my loved one? Or Earth is just a chaotic mess, like it was in 2020, I guess, with, you know, a certain pandemic. You will have those people who will start to question the legitimacy of God, really. And even though that you have Dean being told, well, there is a possibility. I mean, there is no other entity out there apart from angels that could pull you out of hell. So why, like, yeah, there is no other way to explain this. Like, you have Dean thinking, well, why could he not do this? Why could he not do that? I have serious doubts. But I'm just thinking about as well, season 2, episode 12. That debate was kind of brought up as well, like in terms of Dean's skepticisms about there being an upstairs, really. So, and I feel like slowly but surely, especially with Castiel, telling him, trying to sort his shit out, he might be starting to believe, especially with the fact that we ended this episode with him saying, do you believe in the devil, to Sam? There are little seeds of belief there. I feel kind of like how episode 12 of season 2 kind of had little seeds of faith for Dean. But yeah, things are just getting a tad more intense, just a tad, nothing special, just the apocalypse, right? So yeah, oh boy. But before I do go into my burning thoughts, I have to bring this up because seeing her appear was very, very sad given the real life situation, and that is in regards to Nikki, who played Meg, because as of a week ago, in terms of recording, I found out the sad news that she passed away, and I do want to share my sympathies in regards to Meg, because it is very, very devastating that we've lost a part of the Supernatural family as of recent, and I know she was battling with leukemia, and yeah, like I said, it is a really, really sad situation that we've lost her. So I just thought I would bring that up, especially seeing her appear. It was very, very sad, given the fact that Nikki is no longer with us. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, things are just getting a tad more intense in Supernatural, because we already had Castiel make a very explosive entrance in the last episode, and Dean, of course, being brought up. Yeah, it's just getting a bit more intense with, well, Castiel putting Dean in his place. It was really, really intense, like threatening, hey, if you want to talk shit, I'm going to send you back to hell, bud, okay? So, yeah. But also, we are dealing with a lot of guilt, especially amongst the hunters. Obviously, the objective for Dean, Sam, and Bobby was to try and power through this before Bobby could enact on the spell, of course. But there is a sense of reality to this blame that the witnesses are placing on these hunters. There is a side of these hunters that feel guilt in regards to not being able to save them, and I feel like even straying away from that, where there are times where just in general we think to ourselves about how we wish we could have done things a bit differently, and for example, if you've just thought of a quippy retort or whatever, like, oh, I should have said this in school or whatever, there is just that general idea that we wish we could have done things a bit differently, and it's the same. It's a bit more extreme, obviously, in these circumstances, because you have these faces of the past haunting these hunters, saying, "This was your obligation, and you let me down, and my death, like you led me to the stairway to heaven, hell, yeah, hell, really." Considering where they originate from, but yeah, you were the reason why I am dead, and it does put a sense, because with Dean and Sam and Bobby, you could like these ghosts were personal for them, and there are parts of these hunters that they will say to themselves, I wish I could have done things differently. Had I have known, if I saw into the future, yeah. So, yeah, but it was just really, really great stuff in terms of dealing with that guilt, because it wasn't just the faces of the past as well, but we also have Dean and the questioning of God's existence, really. And like I said, I mean, I feel like it's a very universal thought process in regards to God. Obviously, I mean, I'm not really a believer myself, and I know there might be people out there who might have this belief and might wonder, like, with what's happening in the real world, they might wonder, why is this happening, etc. And I do feel like there are quite a few times where people, just all over really, no matter your religious stance, I guess, they will wonder if, like, there is an existence of God. Why is he allowing certain travesties to happen? And it's the same with what's happening in Supernatural. Why is God taking a back seat whilst the apocalypse is looming over us? Why did God choose me to rise rather than many other people? I mean, Dean is pretty prone to damning himself. He doesn't feel like he deserves to be saved, and there is this questioning for Dean, why me? There are millions, billions of people who have died, and I am more worthy. It doesn't make sense for Dean. So, yeah, and obviously he is going to be a very fundamental part in this apocalypse, but there is this reinforced idea of not believing that there is a merciful God, that there are gracious people more deserving of a second chance than him, that the seals are getting broken and Lucifer is on the horizon. This apocalypse is happening. So, and of course, Castiel brought up about the fact that we are emerging for the first time in, like, what, is it millennia? Yeah, millennia. and I've lost people as well. So yeah, it is very, very interesting how Dean, like there is, like I said, there is that side of guilt because Dean feels like he is not important in regards to coming back. There are many other people who deserve a second chance more so than him, and he gets this opportunity. So yeah, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see what is going to happen with Lilith because of the fact that she is unlocking the seals. One has been broken, which is great. So only 65 more to go. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? But yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting to see what's going to happen because of course, we still got Sam's journey, and of course, he was being chastised about what happened with Meg, and well, her situation and how she's with his latest interactions with Ruby. There is a bit of chastising going on there, so it was very interesting to see how I guess out of the main three. How everyone was dealing with ghosts of the past, because it wasn't just Henriksen who returned as well as a ghost, but also Ronald as well from episode 12 of season 2. The faith episode I was talking about, I think after the episode concluded about the whole faith thing, where that person pretended to be an angel and wanted to ascend. That was episode 13, so I got mixed up. But yeah, like I said, Ronald was there. I am wondering how many people would be eligible in terms of thinking they can blame Dean and Sam for their, I guess, premature passing, because obviously these are supernatural elements, and if you eliminated the supernatural from I guess this world, well, A, we wouldn't have a show called Supernatural, obviously, and B, they would have lived a lot longer. So yeah, so I'm wondering how many other people would be eligible really to be witnesses. So yeah, but no, I really thought that this was great in terms of continuing Dean's like how he just has this skepticism about because as I mentioned in episode 13 of season 2, he did address how he had a lack of faith. So yeah, but now things are a bit more yeah. So, and even Castiel is basically saying you need to buckle up. So things are a bit more like you need to take things with a bit more sincerity, basically. So yeah. But yeah, I just really loved how this episode continued to push those boundaries, really. It is like, even if Dean saw the commotion in the last episode, there is still this like surrealness about the fact that, oh, there is angels, etc. So like, even if you try to justify the idea that no other creature could pull you outside of angels, like, he needs to see the real deal himself. So here comes Castiel, who's gonna, I guess, bitch slap him with some sense, and basically say you need to start expanding your horizons, especially with the apocalypse drawing nigh, etc. So, yeah. But there is also that conflict, because what is happening in this world is, and without any kind of intervention, it just seems so surreal. So he's like, it is very, very complicated in Dean's mindset, because yeah. But yeah, I just really I mean, stranger things have happened in this world, and it is a very, very fascinating scenario where Dean has this lack of believability about the idea that there is an upstairs, especially with his time downstairs. But at the same time, you can't really blame him with with what the Winchesters themselves have been through, with the loss of John, with the loss of Mary, with these demons running about, and yeah. So, and you've got it is very, very interesting how you got this blame being placed on these hunters who try their best to save people, etc. So I don't know if that's a bit of a parallel there, because obviously we had with this episode the witnesses blaming Sam and Dean particularly, but all hunters really, in terms of, because there was that Livia who died, and she seemed to recognize that guy. And I think that woman was attached, if we're going to connect the dots. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if there's a bit of parallel going on, because you have these hunters who will fail at times to save the people that are consumed by the supernatural. But but with Dean and Sam, they will always make sure that they try to save those who need to be protected. So there might be a bit of a unbelievability on Dean's part, and he is pretty skeptical at times about, well, you can do something about, well, your God can do something about this. I mean, sure, we do fail at times, but if it were like, I guess if I were God, etc., I would have intervened. So that's why I have a hard time believing that there is a God if he's watching all of us and is allowing this to happen. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking there might be a parallel. I don't know, but it is it was a very, very interesting episode to bring, I guess, old faces back, but also a very interesting concept, as well as intertwining this with Lilith's plans. So I'm excited to see what the other 65 seals are going to do. Sure, it's not going to be consequential, but yeah, I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen. But yeah, like I said though, with Dean and Castiel at the end, it was just very, very great stuff. I really I am really growing a bit more to Castiel, and it's funny because I also watched him on Charmed recently. And it's funny because I watched episode 1 of Supernatural, and then a day later I would watch the episode with, I guess, Castiel in Charmed. And yeah, I am really especially with how he's put Dean in his place, and showcased that dominance. Well, I wouldn't say dominance, but he really put him in his place a bit there. It is I am growing to him a bit more. So yeah, but yeah, I just really am growing a bit more to him, and I'm excited to see how I will feel about him to the end of the season, should I say. So yeah, but yeah, it was just a very interesting concept with the witnesses, and it is just really, really sad, because there are certain occasions where, I feel like with Ronald, because you just think about Henriksen and Ronald, for example, and how they came about in this episode, and how they are putting that blame on Sam and Dean. I feel like with Ronald, and for both Henriksen and Ronald, it was really, really unfortunate, because it's not especially with Henriksen, it's not like Dean, just put up a sign, for example, and say, hey, shoot Henriksen or whatever. They had no idea Lilith was coming, so but there is still going to be that blame, because they know about the damage Lilith can do, and it's like, if I could turn back time, yeah. So it's the same with Ronald. He that was just very, very unfortunate, because he got shot, and you even saw how guilty Dean felt in that episode. So yeah, but there was a bit of that chaoticness with Ronald as well, especially with the laser eyes, etc. So yeah, but there is that rage that they are gonna just that they're gonna subscribe to, and it's just gonna consume them to the point where they will damn who they were aligned with, these witnesses. They had the it's that case of you should have tried harder, etc. And there's already a bit of that guilt. Even if it was just a case of an unfortunate situation, there's always going to be that guilt for the hunters. But that hatred, that rage, it's gonna be a situation where they're going to where they're going to say, "Oh, you should have tried harder." Like, if you know you didn't rope me into this, all that jazz. So, yeah, but I'm excited for the future because, yeah, Apocalypse is nigh. Lucifer's. I mean, it's not like the. I'm just gonna say it's not like they're going to stop Lucifer from emerging. He's coming. There is this opportunity to stop him from coming, but it's happening, folks. So, yeah, but it should be pretty surreal to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, thought this was a pretty nice continuation from the first episode of this season, where intensity is just getting heightened, especially now that we know that Dean has a very fundamental part to play in the apocalypse. So yeah, but exciting times ahead. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!